Hey guys, it's Taylor from Phastek Performance. If you're looking for one of the highest quality air intakes on the site for your 2010 to 15 Camaro SS or 13 to 15 1LE, then Cold Air Inductions, also known as CAI, is a great choice for you. The CAI air intakes are a direct replacement and no tune required style of upgrade for your Camaro. This cold air intake will bolt up with no modifications to the factory components. So the textured black version we have here today will deliver optimal horsepower, increased throttle response, and better fuel mileage than any other kit on the market. Now the reason being is that Cold Air Inductions has engineered their air intake system with 3 key features to keep the accumulating heat temperatures that build up under the hood of your Camaro from sacrificing the air being pulled into your engine and causing the air intake temperatures to rise, killing horsepower. The first key feature CAI does is seal the top of their airbox that houses the filter with their signature see-through lid. The signature lid comes with a plexiglass insert. It allows you to see the life quality of the high-performance oiled air filter so that you know when it needs to be cleaned, which you can do with the CAI air filter recharge kit that can be purchased separately. The other nice thing about the lid are the race-inspired fasteners that keep the lid in place so it can be removed to access the filter and windshield wiper fluid bottle. The second key feature is the thermal heat barrier that CAI has incorporated inside the filter's airbox to help ensure that the underhood heat is kept at bay from the air being drawn into the engine. The third key feature is that CAI knows how important horsepower is to all of us, so they ceramic coat the inside of the mass air tube to add an extra layer of protection against the heat, which makes this one of the top quality cold air intakes you can get for your Camaro. On our site, customers have given the Cold Air Inductions intake over 65 5-star reviews, those being for performance, ease of installation, and fitment. Another key feature about this cold air intake is that it's one of the easier intakes to install, roughly taking between 30 minutes to an hour depending on your skill level. So let's talk a little bit about the warranty. Cold Air Inductions offers a limited lifetime warranty which states that all of their cold air intake systems be free from defects in materials and workmanship for the lifetime of the product. Now moving on to the installation, the tools required for today are going to be a heat gun, a 10mm wrench, a flat blade screwdriver, a ratchet with short extension, a deep 10mm socket, a T20 Torx, a 3mm Allen wrench, and a 3/32 Allen wrench. Now that we're under the hood, we can pull the crankcase breather hose out of the air intake tube using a firm tug. Then loosen the hose clamp that secures the intake tube to the throttle body and airbox. It may take some force to remove the intake tube. Then, using a 10mm socket and ratchet, we can remove and hang on to the nuts that hold on to the airbox to the fender well. Then disconnect the mass airflow and lift the complete intake assembly out of the vehicle. Using the T20 Torx, we can remove the mass airflow sensor from the OEM airbox and install the new ceramic coated tube using the screws provided and a 3/32 Allen wrench. Now make sure the arrow on the mass airflow is facing the correct direction. Remove the new airbox lid by turning the fasteners counterclockwise a quarter turn. Put the lid aside and we can install the new airbox. Use the nuts removed earlier and tighten with a deep 10mm socket and ratchet. Put the air filter into the housing and set the hose clamp back onto the silicone coupler. Now install the coupler for the intake tube to the throttle body with hose clamps onto the intake. And tighten the hose clamp with a flat blade screwdriver. We can push the intake tube into the coupler and tighten the hose clamp with a flat blade screwdriver. Install the 6-inch rubber hose over the end of the vent tube. Slide the shrink wrap over the hose and shrink with your heat gun. Be careful not to melt the tube or the rubber hose. Make sure the shrink wrap is fully shrunk around the tube. Now, we can install the airbox lid onto the airbox by putting the edge of the lid into the groove between the fender and inner fender support. Align the quarter turn fasteners on the airbox and turn the fasteners a quarter turn clockwise. And finally, we can reinstall the mass airflow sensor connector. And there you have it. If you'd like any more information about this product, check out the link in the description. Also, be sure you like and subscribe if you haven't already.